Something fishy's going on, says Elon Musk with the Kung Flu testing, and he wants to know what it is. Well, let's see if we can get to the bottom of it. And guys, stick with me to the end of this video. After I get through this Elon Musk thing, a couple other things about this COOP testing, I'm going to tell you guys a personal story that's going to blow your minds that has to do with the same exact thing. I've heard similar stories to this, but wasn't really sure if they were true or not. This is a 100% true. You guys aren't going to believe what's going on. Anyway, I'm just starting out on YouTube. Clearly, you can tell I have 18 subscribers, and thank you so much. I'm super grateful to each and every one of you 18 subscribers. I'm just getting started here. I'm starting now. Everybody's going to start somewhere. I'm just trying to grow my channel. I'm just, you know, I'm just a guy that tends to believe, I think, with common sense, I think with truth, I think with facts. I try not to let my feelings get involved too much. We see so much common sense these days just being thrown out the window, and people are just so in their feelings that they let the facts and the truth of the matter get in the way. Well, I'm not that guy. I'm going to bring it to you guys straight. Common sense. This is what's going on. Call it what it is. So if that's the way you think and you guys want to join me on this journey, I would absolutely love to have you. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you like my videos. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you like my videos, I would love to hear from you. If you don't like my videos, I would love to hear from you. Tell me why. Let's agree to disagree. One of my videos I made the other day about Antifa, some guy started saying that my channel was just another whatever white. I don't know how much I can say here on YouTube. White supreme, you know what? Channel that was just like the rest of the racist channels out there. And I don't even know why. I was just talking about how Antifa was destroying things, and that's what they do. But clearly, this person wasn't into the common sense and the facts of the matter of what was going on. Decided to attack me that I was some kind of, I don't know, racist, fascist, conspiracy theorist. So anyway, sorry about the little rant there. Subscribe to my channel. Let's go through this journey together. All right. Elon Musk says he tested positive, both positive and negative, twice for COVID-19 in one day and claims something extremely bogus is happening. That's pretty alarming, guys. That's pretty alarming for someone like Elon Musk, a multi-billionaire, owner of Tesla, the SpaceX program. He's one, this guy's one of the most popular men on the planet. Um, he's got some, he's out there on some. You watch some of his interviews, and he's on different podcasts and things. He says some things that are out there, but I respect the guy. I like Elon Musk. I don't really have any reason to dislike him. I don't think he's spewing out a bunch of misinformation. I don't know. I don't really guess don't know enough about Elon Musk, but from what I've heard, like I saw him on Rogan podcast, and he's funny. He's out there. He's they say that's what happens. These geniuses, they get going in their mind and they go like Albert Einstein or something. Anyway, I digress. Let's read this. Musk revealed he took 4 tests in a day. Same machine, same test, same nurse. Tesla boss said 2 were positive, 2 were negative. He called it extremely bogus. The 49-year-old warned, if it's happening to me, it's happening to others. Musk has repeatedly downplayed the virus, calling lockdown measures fascist. FDA says negative test results should be reviewed by a molecular testing method. All right, let's break that first part down real quick. All right. So Musk has repeatedly downplayed the virus. And I'm not making this video to downplay this. I'm not saying it, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm just some knucklehead sitting here yelling at my laptop. And what the hell do I know? Listen to me if you want. Don't listen to me if you want. Either way. I know several people that have contracted this. And I don't know what I can call it on YouTube without getting flagged. I know different channels call it different things. We'll just, for the sake of having fun, we'll just call it the Kung Flu, all right? So I know several people that have contracted the Kung Flu, and um, different ages, And that, there's a lot of famous people too. I mean, the president got it. He's a 74-year-old fat guy. He beat it. Of course, he had the best medical staff there to help him out with the best treatments and procedures. So, um, I know some people personally that have got it that have, felt kind of shitty for a few days and boom, they were better. You got people like Joe Rogan's producer, Young Jamie, caught it. Um, Said he started to maybe feel sick, thought he had some allergies, and then felt better fine after that. Um, so there's a lot of people that have caught this that I don't know didn't really have too much effect on them, or made them feel like they just kind of had a bad flu. I guess I don't know. And so I'm not downplaying it. I'm not saying that it's not serious. I have my own opinions. I'm not going to throw out there because I don't want to stir up anything with YouTube. Obviously, like I said, I'm just starting out here. That would be a shame if they if they shut down a knucklehead before I can even start out. Um, so that's super strange with these tests, though. I mean, and the strangest thing is here, the FDA says negative test results should be reviewed by a molecular testing method. All right, so you get a positive test, let's throw it in the positive batch. But if it's a negative test, let's review it a bunch of times to make sure it's. Why isn't a negative and a positive reviewed the same? Like, if it's a negative test, let's make sure it's negative. If it's a positive test, let's make sure it's a positive. I almost feel like they're too quick to say, yeah, that's a positive test, you're positive. Mark it up, we got another case. I mean, I could be wrong. That just seems like the call. Uh, so that's a little weird to me. And Musk downplaying, calling the lockdown measures fascist. Yeah, the lockdown measures are. Listen, when this first started out, we didn't know what was going on. Okay, couple-week lockdown to kind of see what's going on. Didn't want to overwhelm the hospitals. This, that, and the other. Understandable. Just extended month after month after month lockdown with very little financial help from the government, and that's fine. I don't want handouts from the government. Um, but if you're going to shut down businesses and tell people you can't go to work, you can't open your business, you got to stay home, then you got to pay me. You got to pay us or let us get up and do what we want. It's one or the other. Um, so the lockdown measures that clearly did it work? I mean, did it work? We're going back into they're saying a bad season of this, a dark winter. Well, we had these lockdowns for months. Did it work? No. The World Health Organization saying no lockdowns. It decimates the economy. The depression, the drug and alcohol use, the abuse just goes through the roof. Me personally, I'm in recovery. I know a lot of people that have overdosed and died during this time that were either sober for a long time and just got too depressed and too isolated during this when they couldn't get out to their meetings. And, it's being the lockdowns to me are when they say don't make the disease worse than the cure. I think that's how it goes. But the lockdowns, I feel like they're causing so much more problems in this virus where it's got a survival rate of 99.9% on below certain age groups. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I just know that the lockdowns didn't seem to do what they were supposed to, except give a bunch of people power that don't want to relinquish that power now. You got Governor Newsom out in California. Seems like he just wants to keep going. You got Governor Whitmer in Michigan. Same thing. The court said, no, you're abusing your power. We're taking it away. It's crazy. Look these things up. Look at de Blasio in New York and Governor Cuomo. New Jersey guy. So that's kind of my opinion on this. I think that if you give somebody power, they're going to run with it, certain people. Elon Musk has claimed he took 4 coronavirus tests in a day, 2 coming back positive and 2 negative, and declared something extremely bogus is going on. The Tesla boss, who has previously described lockdown measures as fascist, tweeted Thursday, was tested for COVID 4 times, 2 came back positive, 2 came back negative, same test, same nurse, rapid antigen test from BD. I'm not 100% sure what the BD is. But I mean, we've heard a lot of things about the testing. One thing that came to mind when I read this too, and this is this is very alarming. I hope someone's looking into these tests, because if there are all these tests coming back positive that are false positives, and they're making these numbers shoot way up, because it almost said that would explain the reason for this huge rapid rise in numbers, but the hospitalizations and deaths aren't rising at the same rates. Um, but it reminded me of another story that happened to the NFL. So when the NFL, they were doing testing. They've been doing it with all sports. When they got in the NBA bubble, they were testing the guys. So NFL has 77 apparently false positive COVID-19 tests from lab. The NFL, I just said it. I didn't want to say it. I was going to call it the kung flu. Ugh. The NFL had 77 positive Kung flu tests from 11 teams re-examined by a New Jersey lab after false positives, and all those tests came back negative. The league asked the New Jersey lab BioReference to investigate the results, and those 77 tests are being retested once more to make sure they were false positives. This is from back in the end of August, by the way. This is from I remember hearing about a story with all these false positives. The NFL was getting all kinds of positive tests and retesting them. They're coming back negative. So that's why I pulled this old. This is an old story, well, from a couple months ago. Among teams reporting false positives, the Minnesota Vikings said they had 12, the New York Jets 10, and the Chicago Bears 9. The Jets canceled a walkthrough Saturday night, but had a full practice Sunday morning after the previously positive test came back negative. The Bears moved their practice schedule for Sunday morning to the afternoon. So they all had to cancel when all these positives came rolling in. They all had to cancel their tests and practices, walkthroughs, and all that. But then they all came back negative. They said, "Well, what the hell? Let's get back on track here." So that, like Elon Musk said, something's not right. Or in his own words, something extremely bogus is going on. And listen, I'm gonna have to agree with Elon. There's something that's not right, and I'm not gonna start throwing out conspiracy theories or my opinions or thoughts on what's going on. But just from this story alone, just this story and the NFL story I just showed you guys, if that's happening with these tests a lot, isn't that a huge isn't that some inflated numbers? I don't know. I don't know where this all goes. So, like I said, stick with me till the end, and I got a story to tell you guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, and then I'm going to get off. This is crazy. Okay. So, my fiance, my lovely fiance, got to throw her a plug in here. My lovely, beautiful fiance, she, where she works, coworker of hers, his father passed away from a heart attack a few weeks ago. Okay? So, my fiance's coworker, this guy she works with, his father died of a heart attack. Collapsed and dropped dead from a heart attack. Boom, right there. Well, a few days after that happened, he was out of work for a little bit. So she just found out about this recently when he came back. I think he was out for a couple weeks, came back to work and told. So this guy's father dropped dead of a heart attack. Called the ambulance, rushed him to the hospital. Boom, yeah, he had a heart attack and passed away. I think it was 2 days later he got a call from the medical examiner's office. Morgue medical examiner. Apparently, check this out. Apparently, they tested him for whatever reason after he had died of the heart attack. Tested him for the kung flu, for the Coroli virus, the coof, whatever. You hear all these names. So they tested him for the coof. He tested positive. They marked his death down on his death certificate, his death from the kung flu. What the hell is that about? You heard me right. This guy dropped dead of a heart attack. Dropped dead. Boom. Collapse. Heart attack. 911 call. Ambulance scoops him up. Takes him in. 2 days later. I believe it was 2 days later. I'll double check if I'm wrong and make another video. Medical examiner calls and said, yeah, we tested your father for, he tested positive for the Kung flu, and that's what we believe that's what killed him. The kid said, no, he died. He dropped out of a heart attack. And then, no, he died of the Kung flu. So I think he's fighting now to get that changed on the death certificate. He said, my father never left the house. He was an old guy. He wasn't well. He stayed in the house. Like, I'm the only one that went over to see him. I'm not sick. I didn't bring it to him. Like, he wasn't sick. He didn't have a cough or cold or flu or anything like that. He was fine. Well, besides having some health issues, he didn't have anything like any symptoms of the Kung flu or any kind of flu or cold or allergies or anything. He didn't have any of that. But all of a sudden, that's what happened. Elon Musk, sir. Something extremely bogus could be going on for sure. I'm on your team with that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And this new thing about Dr. Fauci coming out, I think today, and just saying, listen, it's time for Americans just to do what you're told. Just shut up and do what we tell you to do. Well, he didn't necessarily say shut up, but he said it's time for you to do what you're told. No, 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 no. It's a government for the people, by the people, of the people. They're not going to come in here. All right, listen, I'm going too deep. I'm going too deep. So that's it, guys. Elon Musk, I don't even know if he's got the coof. I don't know. I don't know. He tested positive, negative, positive, negative. Who knows if he's got it? I think he said he was feeling kind of a little crappy for a little while. So I'll have to keep you updated on that if he does end up having it full blown. I don't know. The tests don't know. The NFL players didn't know if they had it for a day or two. This guy, my fiance's coworker, his father died of a heart attack, and all of a sudden he's got. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, that's the end. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think, because I have heard a lot of stories about people literally dying in a car accident and having that on their death certificate. Literally dying of something else, testing positive for that and having that on their death certificate. So I don't know if something's afoot or not. Let me know in the comments what you think. Hit the like button if you like my video. And please, as I said, just trying to get my channel a little bigger so I can get some, get the word out there about what's going on in this world. Common sense. We're not going to jump into our feelings and get all emotional. Common sense. We're going to look at the facts and we're going to discuss it like adults. And we can agree to disagree. So subscribe to my channel if that sounds good to you. As I say at the end of all my videos, guys, the world's gone crazy, as you can tell. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Be kind to your neighbors. Tell the people close to you love them. Listen, just be a good person. Help others out, and you're going to have a good life. I can guarantee it, all right? We're all going to get through this together. Till my next video, guys. Peace. Stay safe.